なぜ鳥がなぜクマを
傷つきアタック
アクションがグラフィックが気持ちいい任天堂64バンジョーとカズイの大冒険64
Alright, so Yooka, the bear and bird. I'm gonna just say it now. They're ugly. Well, I think they're ugly. I know I'm being too mean about it, but look at the bat. Look, they ain't terrible, but I think they could be better. I'm not here to fix or create superior versions of these characters, even if the designs are stinky. I'm simply gonna be recreating them how I would have made them. I'm just doing this to satisfy my greedy little brain. Alright, so here's the part where I ramble on for a little bit. I say things and you don't like what I say. But here we go. I don't have too many problems with the lizard, if I'm being honest. He looks alright. The head shape's in the right direction. I like how the bat has a little resting place. His shapes are decent, but I'm not really digging the wideness of his body. It kind of looks like they wanted to give him a neck, but they also didn't. So you get a weird in between because of his big ass head. And it looks weird with 3D models. It can work, but not here, or at least not the way they did it. But overall, he looks alright. My biggest gripes with him are the same I have with the bat. They both have big pupils and tiny irises in comparison. That and they're both perfect circles. This might just be me, but when I see these eyes in anything, it makes it seem like they're ready to strike or extremely lustful. And the fact that they're both naked makes them look like background characters. I get that Kazooie had no clothing in the Bojo games, but she's almost always in his bag. Most of the time, you're only seeing her top half of their body, so you're not gonna be seeing her dogs out. She looks like the child amalgamation mesh of the bats from Mario and Big Squeakly from Donkey Kong. One thing I'm not the biggest fan of is the big old tomato on its face. It looks weird because no matter what angle you're looking to bat at, it's always going to cover some part of the eye because of how big the nose is. You're also giving up the perfect opportunity to draw a goofy little fat nose. She for some reason has these deep sockets that I can stick my finger in and pop her eye out if I really wanted to. And while we're on the topic of her face, I don't get why she has this evil fucking skull face. What is the point of the little fangs on the side? They're not fangs, I don't know what they're called. They're like little fucking the things on the side of the head. Cheekbones. Instead of claws or normal bat feet, she has weird little paddle nubs. No, I don't like. Anyway, back to clothing. Were you aware that these things are pirates? No? They have nothing to show for it because they got everything hanging out. I didn't want to stray too far from the original designs because I wanted them to be recognized. Hello? Hello? The Mario? I didn't want to stray too far from the original characters. I wanted to stay true. I wanted them to be recognizable. I didn't want them to be a whole overhaul. Not at all recognize what the hell they were supposed to be. But speaking of the originals, not anything really noteworthy, but looking at the original concept for Yooka, he was gonna be a fucking lion. Tiger! No! There are a few things that are fixing the concepts that I dislike in the final models, like how the pupils are, and Laylee doesn't seem to have any, or only have pupils and no irises. Laylee's nose is still a big tomato, but it isn't as large and it doesn't cover the other eye fully. She also doesn't have the big nasty eye sockets. Yooka has more balanced iris and pupils, and he has a little more going on texture wise. He also has brows to help him with emoting, which is something that the characters never do. But I'm still not a fan of the shape of the body and how the head is attached. Back to Yuka's weird neck. It's almost like they wanted to go with the Crash Bandicoot route rather than Mario route when it comes to not giving the character a neck. And he looks a bit awkward and stiff looking. It's also clear to me that I'm not the only one annoyed looking at his face because someone had to give him that black eye. But some of my bitching isn't the concept's fault. It's mainly due to the execution of it all and the lack of communication. I'm obviously assuming here, but that's what it looks like to me because looking at point A to point B, these are not the same. They look too different. Again, I'm not even saying I hate them or they're even bad. I mean, there was something to be had because I clearly was inspired to make this video. They had interesting enough ideas and concepts for me to keep looking, so hey, there's that. Oh, were you expecting more? No. I don't really have much more to say. On a side note, my favorite character designs from the game would be capital B. I mean, look at him. He truly is the cruel grunty of the lizard boy and bat thing. Ew. That or Despicable Me Gru, but minion. Or a bee. With all that being said, I don't think my designs are the greatest ever, or even better. I just wanted to give it a shot because, hey, why not? Why not? It's 2017, that's the year currently. I've blabbered a little too much, but also not enough, because there's still more video left. So I'm gonna shut up now and let you look at the drawing and listen to the funny, fun music. I like it okay, it's good. No, don't worry, it gets better, I swear. I swear. All I really did was give them clothing and reshape some of their shapes. Wow! I gave the bat actual feet and a bat nose. I also changed the weird little skull face cheekbone things into tiny little tufts of hair. Looking back at the clothing, I gave Yooka the bottom half and Laylee the top half of a full outfit because, well, Yuka's the bottom.
Oh, brother, this guy's Katsui!
Now, don't go asking me to redesign this character or redesign that character. I probably won't because I don't like you. And if you ever think about recommending me any other character from any other franchise, even if I agree with you, well, don't. Go home, the show is over!